Okay, hi, I'm here with Jessica, and we're going to go through the short 5-minute foot workout that is primarily for strengthening. So Jessica's going to start standing, a few simple little exercises. She's just going to start with toe scrunches. So it's just almost as if you're standing in sand, and you widen and splay your toes, and then you scoop sand towards you. You widen and splay the toes, and you scoop and draw it in. She's going to do 10 of those. Widen, and toes curl under and scoop the sand towards you. You should kind of feel the work through the toes, but right up the arch as well. One more like that, and then she's going to keep going, but she's going to favor the big toe. So she's going to do big toe is making the biggest mark, the biggest scoop in the imaginary sand. And splaying and letting the toes fan open to place them down each time. It starts to be a little bit more work than you'd imagine. And then she's going to keep going, do one more like that. And she'll do the same thing, favoring the outsides, favoring the baby toe. They'll still all work. Wide toes, and then scoop from the outside edge. Couple more here. And then let the toes rest. We'll take the ball, so she's just going to take it between the calves. Does that feel? Yep, just a small ball. It could even be a tennis ball. And if you need to hold on, you just hold on to something, but otherwise we're just going to slowly lift the heels and slowly lower back down. And again, whatever range you can do without losing the ball. And if you have really flat feet, Jessica doesn't, sometimes imagining that you're drawing this inside heel closer to the big toe, that you're shortening that line in order to lift, can be a helpful cue to get those deeper intrinsic arch muscles working. If you have some weakness, sometimes there's a tendency to want to bend the knee to initiate. So really be aware of that the initiation's coming from the foot and from the heel driving straight up, rather than from letting the knees bend. Creasing along the big toe, creating a real fold there at the big toe joint. It's about 10, and then we're going to do the same thing a little quicker. Even really in shape people can feel burning in their calves. Shortening that inside arch each time. And rest. Okay, I'll take this. Jessica's going to face sideways for us to do this little forward sway. So being really aware of the toes on the mat. She's just going to allow her posture to sway forward and use her toes to push back to a straight line. Definitively an exercise that can be done anywhere. Sway and use the feet to return you back. A really good anti-falling exercise, especially for people who live with a little bit of forward head posture. Being able for the feet to help center you and respond to the weight going forward. Excellent. Okay, Jessica's going to face back to the camera, and we'll just do a little bit of that side-to-side sway. So she's going to balance on the right foot or left. And other side. Centering the hip right over the ankle, being aware of your posture all the way up. If that gets easy, she can suspend a little bit longer. We can stay there. She can do a little bit of arm action. So you probably won't be able to see this, but she could just scissor one arm up, one arm down. Anything to create a challenge to the balance. And she can try that on the other side. Right? There'll always be a little movement when we're balancing, so trying to not keep things really rigid, but let them be really responsive to the balance challenge without gripping in response is a good approach. Okay, that's our 5-minute foot workout. Thanks.